going to do, well, I'm going to do Black Widow non-spoiler review. So let's get started. And I'll start by saying that Black Widow is a great movie. You get everything you wanted. Action, humor, family moments, dark, like heavy stuff that pulls you and makes you care about the character, and Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, Florence Pugh as Yelena, David Harper as Alexei, and Rachel Weisz as Melina. They did a great job portraying their character. The moments with Florence Pugh and Scarlett Johansson, they really did a good job. Just having a good relationship, good what do you call it? Like, they get together well. They work together really well, and just the relationship as sisters in this movie is really good. For David Harbour's character Alexei, there's not much. Like, you see him and he's like the humor and a dad that cares about his daughters, and I will say Florence Pugh character has a lot of humor in there too in the movie. And then Rachel Weisz's character, she did a really good job as Melina, portraying her, and being a mom per se to Natasha Romanoff and Yelena. And even though I probably want to say, I'll just stop there. But anyways, the family dynamic is out of craziness, and they try to fix it, and I'll end it as that. Next is the villain, Dracoff, who played by Ray Winston, I believe. That guy's name. But man, he was bad. When I say bad, that means good, but not. He's not at the level as Thanos and Killmonger, but he's somewhere in there. But man, the way he does his character was really good. Sometimes I always want to, punch that guy in the face, or just because his villain, the way he does his villain is like really bad in a good way. That means, and Taskmaster, I really like how they tried to not follow the comics, but make it their own. In the action sequence with Taskmaster and Natasha was great. You see different fighting skills within the Taskmaster repertoire in this movie, and also the fighting between the Black Widow and Natasha and Yelena. Those were really good, and also the Natasha and Yelena and Taskmaster. On the runway scene was really good. A lot of action. Hand-to-hand combat, and just good stuff within the movie, basically. The beginning of the movie starts like calm. It's like calm, then it goes like right into like dark stuff, and it was pretty hard to like watch the dark stuff, but it's because it explains what happened to Natasha and Yelena and all the other girls, and yeah, it gets really dark and stuff like that. But I really hope we get more of Florence Pugh character in the future, which I think we are, but because her character was so good, and how she portrayed the character was good. And then there's a lot of Easter eggs in here in this movie, and there are several lines that reference from past MCU movies, from Avengers and other movies. Some other movies that ties in with this movie, like not tie in, but like they talk about it in other certain movies. Also, this movie felt like Winter Soldier and a little bit of, if I say, Civil War. The only thing of why I say Civil War is because the subtitle card, when they go to different places in the movie, there's like a big subtitle that says the city, and boom, they go. And that's what happened to Infinity War and Civil War. They had those big subtitle cards to show that we're here, we're in this planet or this city right here, and it's go time. It's go time there. And Winter Soldier is why I say Winter Soldier is because the action sequence has similarities with Winter Soldier. Taskmaster fights like different Avengers heroes in this movie. You'll recognize it. This is a more spy thrill movie, and it was great. It was great. I enjoyed it from start to finish. I will say that I've read some reviews recently. I already watched it 3 times, so last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'll say it was pretty hard to actually read their comments about it, because I know that there's going to be comic book fans that watch this movie and say they didn't follow the comics. Well, the comics, they're not going to follow the comics, but they'll use that as inspiration idea to make their own version of a villain or storyline, and say, they'll take pieces of the comics and try to and try to use that in the movie in their own way and in their own vision of how they want to use it. Especially the villains. Every villain that in the Marvel Studios has now, they get really upset because they like the version of the villain in the comics, but when they come into the screen, it's totally different because they use the villain, but they'll look at the comics and say, okay, he does this and this and this. What inspiration can we use in the comic so we can use it on the screen with the villain? Because basically, nobody wants to. They don't want to use. They don't want to make a movie movie, and they'll do like, I'll say that they use the comics to get ideas and inspiration to make the movie. But the movie when they make the movie, it's going to be totally different than the comics, for sure. And I like that they have their own ideas, and they try to make it as close as the version of the comics they can be, because comics is like it's like there's like volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. There's like different version of there will be different version of Black Widow comics or whatever hero it is, and they'll just use some of, let's say, volume 1, and they go to volume. They'll look at it and they'll go and look at another volume, and they'll just say, okay, I like that. Let's try to put that in the movie, and it's like you take an idea, you have to give up an idea, basically. But that's my opinion. That's how I think they think when they make the movie. Is they look at the comics, they get inspiration and ideas to make a movie for the storyline. They'll have the Black Widow movie will be a movie about her past and how she get from there to now, and that's basically what it is. Sorry if I was rambling, but I just hate when MCU comic fan and they go watch MCU movies from Marvel, and they'll be like, they didn't follow the comics. The movie is whatever. But yeah. So, I like this movie. I'll end this. I like this movie. I recommend you guys go watch it. I gave it a 9 out of 10 stars. Probably like an A, probably like a border A plus A. But it's really good. You guys gonna like it. And I can't wait for the next Marvel Studios movie pretty soon. So thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe to my channel and enjoy the family, the community. And make sure you like this video. At the end, hit the thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.